When Laurie began to have marital problems, she suspected that her husband might be having an affair. Equally troubling, Laurie feared that her husband was spying on her and monitoring her cell phone usage. She was scared and felt like her husband was watching her every move, and he began bragging about knowing her schedule, routines, and future plans. He somehow even knew personal facts that Laurie had only shared via text message to her best friend and confidant, who would never betray her trust. The marriage soon became too strained for Laurie to handle, so she asked her husband to move out while she filed for divorce. A few months after he moved out, it seemed as though the spying had stopped, but Laurie was still suspicious of her husband and continued to have a nagging feeling that something was wrong. Laurie decided to research mobile phone spyware programs online and found out that there were ways that her husband could monitor everything she was doing on her phone, even while living in a different house, without ever touching her phone. This information startled and concerned her, so she contacted someone in her town, claiming to be an expert in cellular forensics. This expert didn't find anything suspicious on Laurie's phone, which he indicated in his report, and closed the case. Laurie did not think the expert knew what he was doing. It seemed like he did not know anything about mobile phone spyware. So Laurie decided to do a little more research on her own and found out that spyware programs were available for free on the internet for anyone to download and use. Laurie decided to get a second opinion, so 3 weeks after the initial report, she contacted Zeus Investigation. A forensic technician was able to meet with Laurie right away and answered all of her questions about cellular forensics and mobile phone spyware, explaining how the programs actually worked and what could be done to remove any programs after they were found. Laurie was impressed with how knowledgeable the technician was, so she decided to hire Zeus Investigation because she was confident that they could find spyware that other people had missed. Zeus Investigation's analysis found an active spyware program on Laurie's phone. There was a local phone number hard-coded into the system files that was traced back to a disposable, prepaid cell phone. Most people believe this type of phone is untraceable, but Zeus Investigation has designed special techniques that make this possible. These techniques were used to link the phone back to Laurie's husband, and the phone was found 2 blocks from where her husband worked, in the same building where several of his friends routinely hang out. Zeus Investigation was able to remove the spyware from Laurie's phone, effectively stopping her husband's spying. Laurie was able to submit Zeus Investigation's report to the authorities to be used as proof in the prosecution of her husband. With a renewed sense of confidence, Laurie was able to complete her divorce and move on with her life, free from the harassment of her ex-husband.